What's up, guys? Look who decided to finally get around to recording an actual collection update video. Truth be told, that with these collection updates, I've fallen so far behind on doing the update videos that it gets a little overwhelming. I have trouble kind of lumping the stuff together that I want to show. I have stuff that's been sitting around for months and months. A couple of things that I'll actually be shown in this video, and it just gets to the point where it's off-putting to me to even want to make a video. That, and coupled with the fact that the going through the CD collection every Sunday is kind of eating up some of my free time as far as recording prep and all of that stuff goes. And that's kind of where my heart is with this channel right now, is getting through that CD collection. I will still have these sprinkled in, and it's just, but at this point it's just overwhelming for me to decide what I want to show, because I have so much stuff that I would like to show you guys that I could have like a 2-hour long video, 2 hour plus, just showing a lot of this stuff that I've got. And some of the stuff, unfortunately, will never even be shown in a video just because it's gotten to that point. What's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. There's no real rhyme or reason to this collection update other than the fact that it's all death metal. Some of the stuff I've picked up within the last week or two, and some of the stuff I've probably had close to 6 months. So I'm just going to show, I just grabbed a stack of stuff that I wanted to share with you guys, and we'll just get on it. And hopefully doing these little smaller videos and these collection updates like this will help me kind of get back on track and get this stuff shown to you guys, because I have a ton of stuff that I think you guys would like. Some of the stuff I think you might have missed out on, and definitely stuff that warrants your attention. Not going to spend a ton of time on each release. This is just kind of a showcase, kind of show you guys. Everything that I show will be linked up in the description. That way, if you see something that kind of catches your eyes or tickles your fancy and you want to check it out on your own, it will be linked up down there for you to check it out at your own disposal. I'm just going to jump right into this. About 2 weeks ago, went to a small little venue in Memphis and saw a stacked death metal, underground death metal show. The lineup was absolutely stacked. There was Grotesqueries, Fleshrot, Morbid Visions, Sarcoughagus, and Ritual Fog. I don't think I'm missing anybody, but I know those 5 were there, and it was insane. I had a really good time. The bands all sounded great. Leading up to that show, I picked up a couple things from Caligari Records. I picked up the this is a reissue of the Grotesqueries demo entitled Haunted Mausoleum. This has 3 tracks. It has Flesh Prison on here. That's actually the track that they started out with at the in their live set that I saw them. I believe the actual cassette was colored on the first press. It's on this clear on the reissue. Doesn't really matter to me. The music is what matters. But it's some grindy, filthy death metal out of Massachusetts. Absolutely love this. Glad to have it on a physical format, and they sounded fantastic live. I also picked up their newest, their debut full-length, which I have fallen head over heels in love with. This is entitled Vile Crematory. This came in just in time for me to get some good listens in before I saw these guys live. Track number 2, Corpse Juice, is my favorite track on this album. I know sometimes people wish I would share some of my favorite tracks or tracks that they should check out on releases that I show. That is my favorite track on this album, but I love this album in its entirety. I have had so much fun listening to this. Probably going to be on my end of the year list come December, because it is that good. Just about 30 minutes of just filthy, grimy, nasty death metal, and I do highly recommend this one. I picked up some stuff from Grotesqueries at that show. Actually got their set list after they finished playing. They opened the show, and I love that they on Flesh Prison they do the little Flesh PP and you know, kind of little inside jokes for themselves, so that's funny to me. They gave me a sticker as well, and I don't think I'm going to put this. Some of you have seen the video where the little short I did where I'm sticking the stickers on the new desk that I got. I'm actually probably going to put these on my motivation wall because I had such a good time and I met some great people at that show. Going to pin it to the wall over there on the side with the letters and the thank you notes and all that stuff that I get from you guys, that I get from bands. And I think the set list and the sticker will go hand in hand there on that wall. I absolutely love this shirt. I picked this shirt up. They were sold out of a bunch of merch in my size. The pains of being a big guy, our sizes sell out fast. But I loved all of their merch. Their tour shirt looked fantastic as well. But they had this kind of yellow on black. The camera's probably not going to do it justice. But the artwork on this just pops and looks absolutely phenomenal in real life. It is wrinkled up. I have worn that since the show, but I wanted to show it in this video. Next up, I have something that I purchased on eBay. This was released through Maggot Stomp Records. Happy 5-year anniversary earlier, I guess at the end of this past week, to Maggot Stomp. This was released in 2021. This is the debut full-length from Ohio death metal band Sarcoughagus. This is Delusions of the Sick. Fantastic album here. This is another one that I wanted to pick up. I have their demo compilation that Life After Death put out on CD a while back. I have that already, but I wanted to kind of familiarize myself with Sarcoughagus a bit more before the show, so I ordered this on eBay. Definitely was not let down in the slightest on this. I actually have purchased this artwork t-shirt from Night Shift Merch in a recent purchase that I did because I was impressed with Sarcoughagus live, and I did dig this album quite a bit. There's the man, the myth, the legend right there, Nasty Nate, vocalist for Sarcoughagus. At this show, I actually found out that he fronts 2 other projects that I really enjoy. Self-Loathing, I love that split that they did with Mudlung. I picked that up from Life After Death. I guess it was probably last year that I picked that up. And I was actually wearing my Self-Loathing shirt when I went to this concert, and I was unaware that Nate was in both bands, and somebody stopped me on the way in and grabbed him, and he actually took a picture of that shirt. And then I found out he's also in Necrovej, Death Grind. And you guys, if you've seen my end of the year list and kept up with this channel, you know I love that band as well. So it's kind of awesome to find out that someone from this band is in 2 other bands that I absolutely love. So that kind of solidified how much I enjoy, kind of impressed on me, and made me want to dig a little deeper into Sarcoughagus that way. I picked up a shirt from them as well. Not a whole lot going on this one. You have the Sarcoughagus there across the front. That's the kind of logo that was on those demos that I picked up from Life After Death. And then you have the death metal, filthy death metal, knuckle dragging looking artwork there on the back. And as I said, I also have that Sarcoughagus shirt on the way from Night Shift Merch. And then Fleshrot, I picked up some stuff from them as well. They were absolutely phenomenal live. You guys, I'm sure at this point you've heard Fleshrot. I have their full length. It's on the shelf. I think I actually showed that one on the channel last year. That's why I didn't pull it off. This has also been worn, so it's a little wrinkled, but it has the Fleshrot logo there on the front with some more nasty, chunky death metal artwork, and then you have the tour dates and everything listed there on the back, so that's pretty cool to have. And they also had these awesome patches. They're limited to 80. And I think some of these are still available on the Fleshrot Bandcamp. If you want one, I have number 65 out of 80. That's just absolutely sick. So that was a fun show. Had a great time. Actually have a Ritual Fog long sleeve that I ordered online on the way, and a Morbid Visions t-shirt. So one way or another, I did pick up something from each one of those bands that were at that show. I just kind of ran out of money at the actual event to purchase stuff. Next up, let's see, I'll show some tapes next. This is one that I know Anthony on Metal Miners showed this quite some time ago. I've had this in my possession for quite a bit now. This is you guys know I love the melodic black and death metal band Alec. This is a cassette they did for their Karen's EP. This was a special edition. It's just it's got the West Bench demos on this. It's a very DIY project. The actual Karen's EP is still available on the Alec Bandcamp, and I believe Life After Death Distro still has them in stock as well. This is a super DIY project here, and I love this stuff, man. I just love these. When you love your band and your project so much that you're willing to put in like effort and do this kind of stuff yourself, it makes me enjoy your project even more. And you guys know I love this band anyway. I mean, I have the Eallic flag hanging proudly in the background there. And this was limited to 10 copies, and I jumped on it as fast as I could. It's signed by Sean right there. I got copy number 3 out of 10, and it came with this awesome ring. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up. Probably not too well. It has trouble focusing. There we go, on that type stuff. But pretty awesome stuff there. Definitely glad to have this in the collection. I don't know how much I'll actually listen to the actual tape. I did purchase the CD copy of the EP as well. I'm not going to show that in the video. I did a giveaway I had an extra copy of that CD. I did a giveaway on my Instagram. I do giveaways on there quite often. I know I plug my Instagram, but you're definitely going to want to be following me on Instagram, especially in the near future, because I have a big giveaway coming up, and YouTube makes it very difficult for me to do giveaways on YouTube because it hides comments without me ever even seeing them, so I can't pick people from the comments, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just sometimes some of the comments do not show up, so we will have to find another way to start doing some of these giveaways. Next up, I have some death thrash out of Kentucky, and actually Ian from Ritual Fog, Audolith, he's in so many projects, posted about this on either Facebook or Instagram, and kind of introduced me to this. I saw it in his story, and I went and checked it out, and I was absolutely blown away with it. This is Tombstalker with their EP. I think this came out around April of this year, entitled Age of Darkness. It's 4 tracks, roughly around 20 minutes, maybe a little bit shorter, of just thrashy death metal. The track number 2, Titan Warlord, kind of puts you in the middle, like tosses you right in the middle of battle on this gold cassette that looks absolutely awesome. I believe there are CD copies available of this as well. This was released through Boris Records. Love this. It is just a non-stop riff fest. This little demo here has all of the riffs ever are contained in these 4 tracks on this, and it's absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have another demo. This is from a Tennessee project that has kind of grown close to my heart. This is Pissrot with their Promo 23. This is a two-song demo. Came out earlier this year. I believe this came out in April as well. This is the first press on the purple shell there. This was released through Iron Fortress Records. It has hand numbered. I got the Michael Jordan number 23 out of 30. It's 2 tracks. The first track, Gargle, I was looking at the lyrics to that. I mean, lyrics are open to interpretation, but I took it as a love song, and it says, "I don't need my balls anymore." They actually made some shirts for that song, and I was lucky enough to message the guys, and I should have one in my size headed my way, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And then the second track, Trash Bag Hobo, features Adam from Primitive Pathologist channel, Accursed Womb. He's in several other projects as well, but he's featured in the second track on this. Fantastic demo there from Pissrot. Those guys continue to continuously put out. There's just talent, so much talent contained in that band, with that Pissrot band and some of their other projects that they do. It's unreal to me. Next up, we have another death metal demo. This is another DIY looking release. There are CDs available from this as well. This is some old school death metal out of Indiana. This is Protrusion with their self-titled 3-track demo EP. Killer stuff. As I said, it's very DIY. I think the CDs themselves may have been like label press, but this was done completely by the band. I don't know, with my new stereo setup, you guys, if you follow my Instagram, you know I've been picking up more vinyl, more cassettes than ever, just because they all sound very good on this setup. Previous setups that I had, the vinyl and the cassettes, you could tell there was like a huge gaping difference between the sound quality between those and CDs. CDs are always still going to probably be my favorite format, but it's nice to kind of expand the collection a little bit with some tapes, with some records. I'm not showing any records in this particular video, but if you follow me on that, I feel like all I do is plug my Instagram anymore, but if you follow me on that, then you guys already know. As I said, it's very DIY. It's like printed on this construction paper, and it's in this old kind of recycled tape case. And there you have it. Just the self-made tape with the little sticker on it. So you can't go wrong with that. Even, I think there's a disclaimer on their Bandcamp when you purchase the actual tape that they can't guarantee this actual sound quality that you're going to get on the tape because they are self-made. But I love that kind of stuff. I said it earlier, but when you love your band and your project that much that you're willing to put in the effort and do that type of stuff, I respect that, and it makes me like your project and your band a little bit more. I'm going to finish off with a little stack of CDs here, not too terribly much longer for you guys. This is one that I've had for months and months. I won a contest on Instagram ages ago from Brutal Cave Productions, and I won the CD in that contest. This is just some vomit-inducing, nasty, nasty death metal. This is Groaning Retch with Blended with Bile is the name of this EP. Man, this is nasty. There's actually a song on here called Puking Your Guts Out featuring Zach Ferris of Dissected. And it has like that little sound clip, that barf sound clip going on, and it just works. It's nasty, it's filthy, it's grimy. It sounds exactly like you would expect something like this to sound, and then the riffs on it are just out of this world. Amazing release. Looking forward to hearing some more from Groaning Retch. I'm not sure, this band is out of here in the US, but I'm not 100% sure where exactly in the US. Part of me wants to say Illinois, part of me wants to say Ohio, and I'm probably wrong on both of those. It's probably New York. I don't know. But they are out of the US. Killer stuff there. I've been enjoying a lot of stuff that I'm finding through Brutal Cave Productions, so that giveaway actually kind of worked. I picked up a couple releases from Penny Coffin that I believe were both on Brutal Cave Productions as well. I picked up the newest release from Lipoma. This is the newest full-length, just came out not too long ago, entitled Odes of Suffering. This is probably the newest release that I've gotten in the mail out of this entire bunch here. Speaking of vomit-inducing, this is just fasty, filthy, disgusting gore grind. The previous full length, I think, came out in 2021 or 2022. I think it actually came out last year. Horrors of Pathology was nasty, and this is an amazing follow-up to that particular release. One-man project, one-man gore grind, but it's done absolutely right. There's 16 tracks on this, but the playtime, I mean, any type of grind, you know, it's going to run through fast. It's got me sweating just thinking about this. Has nothing to do with the heat or humidity here in Tennessee in this hot summer day, but filthy gore grind album there from Lipoma. Definitely need to check that one out. 3 more, and then I will be out of your hair. This is another one that I've had for quite some time. This is, I'm probably going to butcher this band name. Pythagoras with their debut full-length entitled Botched Field Surgery. This is some death metal out of California. Has a very, very at times gets a little grindy, has a little bit thrashy, but it has that old school death metal vibe going on quite a bit through this. I believe this band is out of California, if I remember correctly. Very back end heavy album. My favorite track on this is, well, I guess I would say my favorite two tracks are right like smack dab in the middle. There's a track called The Baby Crusher, and then the follow up to that, Cypher, are my two favorite tracks on this release. But the whole back end of this album just smacks you and will just bludgeon you to death. I've been wanting to kind of show this one for a while. It's been just up on the shelf waiting, and I was like, you know what, I need to show this and share it with you guys, because I don't think a lot of people pick this one up. I haven't seen too many people show it. It's kind of hard to find it. That's why I think a lot of people have kind of missed out on this. I don't know if it's on Bandcamp. There are some releases, some tracks on YouTube that you can check out. I will double check if it's on Bandcamp. It will be linked up in the description. I actually reached out to the band themselves and picked this up, so if nothing else, I can put the links to the band. That way, if you want to check this out, you have it at your disposal to get in touch with these guys and get yourself a copy. And then the last two that I'm going to show, Eallic over at Dark Hymns from the Cold North did a giveaway not too terribly long ago where he highlighted this label in his giveaway and kind of opened my eyes to this label and turned me onto it. And I went and checked out their Bandcamp, and they have some killer stuff on there. And these were the two releases that I kind of decided to go with on my first order from them. I'm going to link up Eallic's channel down in the description as well. If you're not familiar with him, go check his content out. He does a lot of killer stuff over on his channel, and I think you guys would enjoy following him as well. The label is Doomed from Obscurity Records, and I don't know how they do it, but like that is a perfect name for that label, because they dig up some death metal gems and they dig up some obscure stuff that nobody knows about. The first one that I picked up is a French brutal death metal project called Gorestench. The name of this release is Stench of the Dead. It was originally released by the French brutal death metal band Gorestench in 1999, and it was the only release that this band ever put out. Doomed from Obscurity Records dug this up and released it this year, and it is just brutal. It's 5 tracks of just brutal, bludgeoning death metal that will pound you into submission. Pretty fast-paced album. It runs somewhere along the under 20-minute mark, and I absolutely love this. I love this old sounding style to this. This has the brutal death metal style and sound that I kind of fell in love with the genre with, and the fact that this label was able to find that and dig something like this up and drag it out of obscurity and put it out there for people to rediscover, I absolutely love it. This is a label that I think is definitely going to garner my attention moving forward. There's some other stuff on there that I've been kind of eyeballing, and I just love this kind of stuff. And the next one I picked up was from a band called Carnal Decimate, and this is their EP entitled Existence Mutilated. Believe this band is out of Utah. I could be wrong, but I think this band was out of Utah. It's only a 2-track, 7-minute demo. This one is actually hand numbered out of 300 copies. I have number 191. It's down there on the bottom. I don't know how well you can see that. More brutal death metal, 90s brutal death metal. This is kind of mid-90s sounding brutal death metal. One of the members of this project went on to play in Malignant Inception, so kind of a melodic death metal project. But this is 7 minutes of just some nasty stuff, and I'm glad that Eallic did that video, and I've discovered this label, and I'm looking forward to checking out some more stuff from them. But these will be linked up down there in the description. That's all I've got for today. I've already ran on for 25 minutes just showing this small stack of stuff. I'm going to try to continue doing these ever so often just to get the mound of collection update that I want to show you guys down and out of the way. And these are the kind of some of the stuff, like when I get the big orders in from Paragon or Born Dead Collection and that type stuff, it's easy to get those out of the way because it's all one spot right there, all lumped together to take out. Just getting stuff like this and trying to piece it together for a collection update, I'm a little crazy, so I just drive myself nuts trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. But we're going to get through these. Hopefully you find some stuff in these that you like. If there's something here that you didn't know and you just found through this video and you really like, let me know down in the description. That way, down in the comments, that way I'll know to keep doing these videos. Gonna quit rambling now. That's all I've got for today. I hope you guys are having a good week and all that good stuff. If nothing else, I'll be back Sunday with the collection video. So stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys soon. I promise.